Stickosaurus here. Today we're going to start working on this Gokai Yellow, or Super Megaforce Yellow. Printed real nice, had a little bit of layer separation where the film changed because it ran out. But other than that, nothing that's not fixable, or that honestly might be fixed with some filler primer, but we'll see. After this, I think I just need to print Gokai Yellow. No, I'm sorry, Gokai Green. I should have them all. I would like to redo my pink and red. My pink is a Capicora conversion. It's okay, but it's not as nice as this model, which is by 3D Command Center. Check them out on Instagram. I tag them on my posts that I start models with. And my Super Megaforce Red, I want to redo because that's the costume I'm going to get. Just want to make sure the helmet's a lot better because that was one of the earlier ones I did. But let's get into this.
Alright, here we're going to start rough sanding with some 100 grit sandpaper. Then after that, we're going to move on to a coat of filler primer. Then after I let that dry for at least a day, probably a week in this case, we move on to sanding with some 200 grit sandpaper, and then we'll move on to the next coat of filler primer. Right, after this coat of filler primer, it's time to go to my favorite, the wet sanding. Here I'm using 400 and 500 grit sandpaper just to get a nice smooth finish on it before we move on to the base coat. And then after the base coat dries, I will mask it. And here we're doing the gold trim with some spray paint. Okay, got the gold all dried, got the masking off, and we're gonna add the details, the black lines around this, and then probably hand paint this with an acrylic marker like I did for my blue helmet. I think it worked out pretty well. Gotta fix up in here. My masking must have been up in there, so we'll touch that up, do the fine line, and should be looking good. Okay, I think it turned out all right. I'm gonna let that dry and probably do another coat on the silver, but other than that, once it dries, it's on the top coat. Okay, clear coat's dry. I think she's looking real nice. So we're gonna put the visor in magnets, elastic, finish her up, and then should be good to go. What I'm gonna do is take some of my masking paper, tape it around the back of there, trace an outline, put it on the PETG I use, that I sprayed with window spray tint. I'll cut it out, hot glue it in, hot glue in the magnets. I think I've got to make more, so that's why I've been putting this off. And then we will put in the elastic, and it should be good to go. All right, that is Super Megaforce Yellow, Gokai Yellow, finished. Sorry, I can't fit my head in this with my glasses on. It's kind of snug in there, but yeah, I really love this helmet. Love how this turned out. I think it's one of the better Gokaiger helmets I've made, for sure. Now, I need to make the rest. I still need to make red, green, pink, and silver. But they're coming up. Definitely working on red already. Gonna replace this red with a better one. But other than that, I think this turned out really nice. Got a couple of paint runs up here, of course. Still working on that. I don't know. Yellow's hard to do coverage with for me. Maybe I need to look at getting different yellow paint. But yeah, I think this turned out wonderfully. I hope you enjoyed watching. If there's any helmets you'd like to see me make, let me know. I could certainly give it a try. Got a lot in process right now, especially as you're seeing this. I might already have what you want to see done. And if someone gave me a request for Ninja Steel Yellow, that is in the process right now. So if you're watching this, we're definitely getting there. But again, any helmet, let me know. I'd like to replace some of these older ones anyway. I was thinking about replacing some of my older Mighty Morphin ones because they're not good. The front of the mouthpiece on this green one comes off. It's real weird. I don't like it, so I'm going to get around to redoing them. I don't really care for the Mighty Morphin ones that much. They're cool, but that's why I kind of haven't gotten there yet. But we will. But again, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see anything, let me know, and have a good day.